All right, first thing I'm going to point out in today's watch list video for Tuesday is today's SPY candle. Look at that. That is a very narrow, low volume candle, kind of typical for this time of year. And then we're going to start off with a hat tip to RJC, one of our members. Call of the day on CIGL. I'm going to show you. If you notice, Thursday's high was 474. Friday's high lower than that at 454. Okay, remember those numbers, and then you go down to 5-minute candles today. It probably looked about like that when RJC posted he liked it over the high of day. This is the high of day candle right here, 420. So over 420, knowing that you had those two catalysts I just pointed out above, right? And then we'll just, sorry, this is back this all the way out. So there's the 420 break, and it ended up going to 750 without stopping out. And the stop was only about 25 cents below. If you missed that, Kevin P also called it right here through 5. And it still went to 750, right? And that risk was, I think, maybe 30 cents. Neither one of those stopped out before the big rip. So a couple great calls on CIGL today, again, by RJC and Kevin P. Gunil again gave, I hope I'm not butchering his name, XAIR, an early call over 350, which was right around here. And it went to 478 pretty quickly without really looking back over his shoulder before it hit that price, and then kind of rolled over. Another great call. And Duo, DUO, I actually called a twos buy zone pullback. Got filled at 468, and that was after it did this chopping around, and when it finally got going on volume, I said, okay, now I want it as a pullback. I got filled at 468, but the twos buy zone was probably somewhere around 471, splitting hairs, right? But still went to 534 without stopping out on that one either. So there's a few examples of some nice teamwork and some good calls in chat today. I'm going to go right into what we're watching tomorrow now. Let me put this up real quick in case we have new faces in chat. Just understand this video is charts of stocks that have good potential to give us intraday trades. None of these are investment advice. None of it. I don't hold anything overnight. So here's what I'm watching tomorrow for some potential trades. PLCE, I would have liked a better close, but still, you had this high back here. You know what? I'm going to switch charts real quick. That last chart didn't have the 200-day on it, so I'll put this one up. All right, so if it breaks today's high tomorrow over 672, I always look to the left. You had a big volume day on July 22nd, that went to 723. So over today's high, 672, you've got a potential 723 run. And if you break that, you've got the 200-day that could start acting like a magnet at 766. So I call that a stacked catalyst scenario. We'll see if it gives us a setup tomorrow. It was on gap wash today, but look what it did. It gapped up and then went all the way back down, filled the gap, barely took out the high of day, but could never get going. I was going to take it right here in the mid 660s, looking for that high of day break and then those catalysts to start falling, but it didn't do it. And again, I would like this chart a little more with a stronger close, but absolutely deserves to be on watch. HOOD got added to what? I think the S&P 500 maybe, correct me if I'm wrong. All-time high, 117.70. Big volume today and got close to that. Could easily bust through that tomorrow. PAPL. It's known for spikes and giving it back right here, but it's holding up pretty well after Friday's spike. So over today's high, maybe it starts knocking down these dominoes. So we're going to watch that one. LCFY, kind of a sleeper pick. Had big volume 4 sessions ago and had almost no volume today, but it is starting to curl up. So it goes on watch. CIGL, already talked about this one. Still interesting to me, so we're going to watch it. PSKY. It's still coiling there. Recent runner. BLNE. Just interesting over this horizontal line here, over this resistance. It got real close to it today. DLTH. Couple inside days after the big rip. Couple inside days. Interesting to me. RR gave it. It was on bounce watch coming into today. Gave a big bounce. And just we'll see if that bounce continues tomorrow. So it goes back on watch. VWAV, massive volume back here on July 28th, but volume has gone to next to nothing. But it's still kind of interesting, right? If you can get up over this area. So it's kind of coiling, kind of another sleeper pick. AEI, had a really big pop to 222, which was probably Wednesday, and it's right back up to there today. I don't know what to think of it, but it goes on watch. SOGP, a recent ripper, couple red days now. I feel like it could use one more red day, but I'm putting it on bounce watch tomorrow. And then lastly, not a long list today, GP. Nice gap up, but the gap is because of the recent revert. Today was day one of a reverse split, right? So it closed at 315, way off of its highs. But in after hours, it went to 1023, which is crazy. But maybe that's a new trend where day one of a reverse split is worth watching in after hours. So anyway, we're going to watch that one tomorrow too. All right, I'll see you guys in pre-market, and we'll work together to add a list of gappers to this list. Have a great night.